The concept of pantheons and their counterparts delves into the intricate web of mythology, examining how different cultures personify and interpret universal themes and in what way the gods correspond to one another through their divine beings and narratives. I'm Gian Macahalas, and together with Jade Pajulas and Jonalyn Ragudo, we are going to explore Norse mythology. It refers to the Scandinavian mythological framework that was upheld during and around the time of the Viking Age, complete with a creation myth that has the first gods slaying a giant and turning his body parts into the world, various realms spread out beneath the world tree Yggdrasil, and the eventual destruction of the known world in the Ragnarok. The Nordic mythological world is both complex and comprehensive. Its polytheistic pantheon, headed by the one-eyed Odin, contains a great number of different gods and goddesses who were venerated in costumes integrated into the ancient Scandinavians' daily lives. In Norse mythology, Odin is the chief of the Aesir gods, ruling over Asgard, the realm of the gods. He is often depicted as a wise and powerful figure associated with war, wisdom, poetry, and magic. His counterpart is Zeus, the king of the gods in Greek mythology, ruling over Mount Olympus. Like Odin, Zeus is associated with thunder and lightning, wielding thunderbolts as his weapon. Additionally, both gods possess wisdom and knowledge, although Odin is characterized as a seeker of wisdom through sacrifice and knowledge gained from his ravens, while Zeus is portrayed as wise and authoritative, making decisions for the benefit of the gods and humanity from atop Mount Olympus. Some of the key aspects of Odin's character and role in Norse mythology include being an all-father. Odin is referred to as the All-Father because he is considered the father of the many gods, including Thor, Balder, and others. He is also seen as the progenitor of humanity, as he and his brothers created the first humans from trees. God of War. Odin is a god of war, but his approach is more strategic and mystical than brute force. He is associated with victory, battle, and warriors who die heroically in combat, as they are said to be escorted to Valhalla, Odin's great hall in Asgard. Wisdom and knowledge. Odin is known for his insatiable thirst for knowledge and wisdom. He sacrificed one of his eyes at Mimir's well in exchange for a drink from the well's waters, which granted him immense wisdom and foresight. Runes and magic. Odin is credited with discovering the runes, ancient symbols of power and knowledge. He is a master of magic and shamanic practices, often depicted as a wanderer seeking arcane knowledge and making deals with supernatural beings. Sleipnir and ravens. Odin rides the eight-legged horse Sleipnir, the fastest and most powerful of all horses. He is also accompanied by two ravens, Hugin, Thought, and Munin, Memory, who fly across the world and bring him news from all realms. And lastly, death and fate. Odin is closely associated with death and the afterlife. He presides over Valhalla, where fallen warriors fast and prepare for Ragnarok, the end of the world. He is also deeply involved in the weaving of fate alongside the Norns, shaping the destinies of both gods and mortals. Overall, Odin is one of the most complex and revered figures in Norse mythology, embodying a mixture of warlike prowess, wisdom, and mystical knowledge.
So now let us discuss Odin's children and their counterparts. So first, we have Thor, the god of thunder, strength, and protection. He is often depicted as a fierce warrior wielding his mighty hammer to defend both gods and humans from enemies and monsters. Thor's counterparts in Greek mythology is Zeus. They both represent the pinnacle of strength and power among their respective pantheons, with thunder and lightning as their iconic symbols, showcasing their authority and might. Balder, known as the god of light, beauty, and purity. Balder is beloved by all gods and is said to bring joy and happiness wherever he goes. He is tragically killed by Loki, leading to Ragnarok. His counterpart in Greek mythology is Apollo. They embody ideals of beauty, light, and purity, often bringing joy and happiness until tragedy strikes, echoing Apollo's dual nature as both a source of light and a bearer of sorrow. Hathor, the blind god of darkness and winter. Hathor is manipulated by Loki into killing his brother Balder, leading to his own demise during Ragnarok. Hathor's counterpart in Greek mythology is Hades. They both sharing traits with Hades and the tragic figure of Oedipus, symbolizes darkness, winter, and the inevitable cycle of death, with this manipulation leading to his own downfall, mirroring themes of fate and tragic irony found in Greek mythology. Vidar, a god associated with vengeance and silence. He is one of Odin's sons who survived Ragnarok and plays a crucial role in avenging his father's death by killing the wolf Fenrir. Vidar's counterpart in Greek mythology is Ares. They both represent vengeance and silent determination, surviving the cataclysm of Ragnarok to avenge his father's death. Similar to Ares' role in battles and conflicts, embodying the relentless of pursuit of justice. Vali, similar to Achilles, is born for the sole purpose of avenging a loved one's death, rapidly growing into adulthood to fulfill his destiny, mirroring Achilles' legendary status as a warrior driven by fate and vengeance. Tyr, the god of war, courage, and justice. Tyr sacrifices his hand to bind the wolf Fenrir, demonstrating his commitment to upholding oaths and protecting the gods. In Greek mythology, Tyr's counterparts is Ares, demonstrates courage and sacrifice in binding the monstrous wolf Fenrir, symbolizing the ideals of bravery and justice upheld in times of conflict and strife. Similar to Ares' role as a god of war and courage. Hermod, known as the brave and adventurous son of Odin. He embarks on a journey to Hel to plead for Balder's release from the underworld, displaying his courage and determination. His counterpart in Greek mythology is Hermes, embarks on a perilous journey to the underworld to plead for the release of a loved one, showcasing bravery, cunning, and determination in the face of adversity, echoing Hermes' role as a messenger and guide in Greek mythology. Oller, a god associated with archery, skiing, and hunting. Though not as prominent in Norse mythology as some of Odin's other children, Oller is still respected for his skills in these areas. His counterpart in Greek mythology is Artemis. Similar to Artemis, is revered for his mastery of archery, hunting, and wilderness, embodying the untamed aspects of nature and the skillful pursuit of prey, akin to Artemis' powers in the wild and her association with the hunt.
Here are some other lesser-known gods and goddesses from the Norse mythology together with their counterparts in Greek mythology. Frigg, the wife of Odin and the queen of Aesir gods. Frigg is associated with marriage, motherhood, and domestic life. She is also known for her wisdom and foresight. Frigg is similar to Hera, embodies the ideals of marriage, family, and wisdom as the queen of gods, often depicted as a powerful and influential figure within the divine hierarchy, overseeing the affairs of mortal and immortal alike. Next, we have Freyr, the god of fertility, prosperity, and sunshine. Freyr is the twin brother of Freyja and is often depicted with his magical sword and his ship, Shiblanir, which can fold up like a glove. Freyr is a reminiscent of Dionysus, symbolizes the abundance of nature, fertility, and joys of life, celebrated through feast and revelry, with both gods embodying the vitality and richness of the natural world. Freyja, the goddess of love, beauty, and fertility. Freyja is a twin sister of Freyr and is associated with magic, war, and death. She rides a chariot drawn by two cats and possesses the necklace Brisingamen. Freyja, similar to Aphrodite, personifies love, beauty, and desire, captivating mortal and gods alike with her enchanting allure, as both goddesses wield immense influence over the matters of the heart and the romantic relationships. Heimdall, the watchman of gods who guards the Rainbow Bridge, Bifrost, which connects Asgard to Midgard or Earth. Heimdall has keen senses and can hear grass growing and see for hundreds of miles, making him an essential protector of Asgard. Heimdall, sharing traits with Hermes, serves as a guardian and protector, watching over the boundaries between worlds and guiding travelers on their journeys, with both deities possessing keen senses and a watchful eye for danger. Njord, the god of the sea, wind, and wealth. Njord is the father of Freyr and Freyja and is associated with seafaring, fishing, and trade. He is often invoked for safe travels over the ocean. Njord is similar to Poseidon, reigns over the seas and maritime activities, commanding the forces of the ocean and influencing the livelihoods of sailors and fishermen, embodying the power and predictability of the sea. Skadi, a giantess who became a goddess after marrying Njord. Skadi is associated with winter, mountains, and hunting. She is a skilled archer and is often depicted with her bow and skis. Skadi, reminiscent of Artemis, embodies the spirit of the hunt and wilderness, seeking solace and freedom in the untamed realms of nature, with both goddesses symbolizing independence, strength, and the primal instincts of survival. Bragi, the god of poetry, music, and eloquence. Bragi is known for his wisdom and storytelling abilities. He is often depicted with a harp or lyre and is highly respected by both gods and humans for his knowledge of poetry. Bragi is similar to Apollo, is associated with artistic endeavors, particularly music, poetry, and wisdom, inspiring mortals with his creative talents and guiding them towards enlightenment through the pursuit of knowledge and beauty. Lastly, we have Idun, the goddess of youth and rejuvenation. Idun is responsible for guarding the golden apples that grant immortality to gods. She is often depicted with a basket of these magical apples, which she shares with the gods to maintain their youthfulness. Idun is similar to Persephone, holds a crucial role in the cycle of life and death. As the guardian of the golden apples of immortality, her presence symbolizing the eternal renewal of life and the promise of rejuvenation in the face of mortality.